Hey! So the past few months I've been working on this achievement. Who wants to be a Gillionaire? So what you need to do is gain a total amount of 10 million gil only from leaf quests, which is really insane. And the reason why I want to do this achievement is there's a title reward on a Gillionaire. I really want this title because it kind of fits my character, as you already know. So I just wanted to show you guys how I'm farming this achievement in this video. So what I use to farm it is this leaf right here in Foundation. It's called Don't Let It Fall Apart. You need to hand in 6 HQ liver cheese sandwiches, and you can do it. It's a triple hand in, which means you can do it 3 times each allowance. And yeah. So I just spam this food, and I'm gonna show you how I get the materials without spending a lot of gil on it. You just spam this. As you can see, you can hand it in 3 times each allowance. In this case, the gil reward was good, and when you hand in HQ, it doubles. So each hand in was 2.1k gil, so a total amount of around 6.3k gil each allowance. So just repeat it. I just do this before my allowances get stockpiled a lot, so I don't have to do so much of it every time. I just do it little by little. Okay, so here is the food. I think I'm now officially halfway through the achievement. Yeah, I'm now 5 million out of 10 million, which is nice. So okay, here is the food. Let's go through the materials and how I get them. Coconut rice thigh, you can, if you have battle retainers, they can bring you, each 50 minutes you can bring 10 of them. So if you have at least 2 battle retainers, this will be no issues. Casserole is you craft it. It's a level 55 recipe. You can quick synth it. You can get the sesame seeds from Botanist Gathering or Botanist Retainer if you want your retainer get it for you. Highland Flower is also quick synthable. Here it is. You need Highland Wet, which retainer can bring as well, or you can gather it yourself with your Botanist. Let's go back to Casserole. Yak Milk. It's also from Battle Retainer can bring this as well. 10 each 50 minutes. You can quick sense the Casseroles and the Highland Wet, so that's no problem. Let's go back to the liver cheese sandwich. Cream cheese. Usually people spam so much of these when they are leveling up. Quick synthing, this is always cheap, at least in my server. So I always just buy this. I always buy 1 stack for 60k, 50k, around that price. So it's really cheap. If you don't want to buy it, you can also get it quick sense it really easy as well. Night milk you can get from the Sahag in Beastrive vendor. You can get it easily there without having to farm it. Sweet cream, you can quick sense sweet cream, however you pronounce it. You need buffalo milk, which you can buy from the vendor in the FC house or the vendor in the Culinarian Guild in Limsa. So all the material, it's a lot of materials, but all of them are cheap, so it's not really a big deal, and you can quick sense them. For the actual food crafting, I already have a macro for this. So for example, I play another game on my PS4 while running FF14 on my laptop and just clicking the macro every now and then, so it's not a big deal for me to craft them. You can get any cheap CP food like this one, and that should be doable. You just need that cheap CP food like that for the macro. I have the macro listed in the video description in my macro Google document. It's the very first macro for the level 59 recipes. So let's do it. Just to give you an example, I usually go with 1 HQ material just to make sure I HQ it every time. But even with NQ, you have a good HQ, right? Okay, let's see the macros here. Here's the macro that I also listed in the video description, so if you wanna copy paste it. There we go. So I just click this macro every now and then on my laptop while I'm playing another game on my PS4, or if I'm watching another stream or something. So it's not really tedious or anything, you just have to do it if you like. So yeah, that's how I do this. That's how I've been farming this for a while. Before I moved to this food, I was doing something else. I was doing the Amber Chokers for Goldsmith level 45 leaf quests in Mordona, but this one gives a lot more gil, so I moved to this one. It's a lot of materials, but it's a lot of easy materials, so it's not a big deal. And it gives more gil, as you can see. Sometimes the reward can be Boolean cube. There we go, this is Boolean cube now, which is usually worth 8k each on the market board, so you're making some gil at the same time. Or you can use the Boolean cubes for recipes like Heaven's Egg soup and stuff like that. I don't know what's up with Heaven's Egg soup. I don't like it, but a lot of people seems to be using it. It doesn't give a lot of CP, but I can't complain. I just make them to sell them. You can also get morel. Morel is good for some of the foods, and one of the grade 2 dissolvents. So yeah, I just spam this every time my allowances renew. I don't let my allowances go over 30, so I don't have to do so much of these at the same time. Well, it doesn't really matter. I can just, like I said, I'm playing another game while farming this achievement. When you do this, you can multitask. So sometimes the gil reward gets low. It gets down to 900, so sometimes that happens. But in average, you can say in average you get 6k gil each allowance. So 100 allowances is like 600k towards the achievement. And you get 6 allowances each 24 real life hours. So do the math, how much it takes. Each recipe is 3 food and you need 18 food each allowance, so 6 crafts each allowance. Oh, I'm out of allowances now. Okay, let's see how much I am currently at. Ah, nice, 5,050,000. So I reckon I should have this by the end of this year, if I keep doing this. Around that time, I guess. So, I can't wait. Also, in the process of doing this, I also got the Master Culinary title. You know, you craft so much HQ food, you eventually... You eventually get this one by default. Craft 10k HQ quality food and you get the Master Culinarian title. Since I was doing Goldsmith for a while for the achievement, I also got a lot of HQ for the Master Goldsmith. I may do that in the future. Other things I've been doing in the game is just preparing for the patch, like I mentioned in the other video when I mentioned the things to do to prepare for the patch. A couple things I forgot to mention is the Battlecraft Demi-Materia 3s, because people, including myself, speculated that we might need them for the new 215 item level recipes. And let's see. Oh yeah, I reckon there will be a new leather, so you should gather some of these wattle barks. Anyways, I just wanted to show you guys this, how I'm farming this achievement. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.